Hello everyone. Uh, so in this video, I was going to talk about how to use the new method for G Drive. I see a lot of people having issues uploading the files and also getting the permission. So I have come up with a new idea that we can use for this. So what we are basically doing is that I made a shared drive for everybody. So within our team drive folder, I have created a shared drive and I have added everybody in that drive from these emails. So the emails that you were using for your ClickUp has been edited here, and you probably received some emails. So you would have received this email. You have been added to shared drive, Triadic drive. So if you click on this, it will open something like this. So what happens now is that you can upload files from your own emails, but in our folder. So it doesn't take your email space. It doesn't take anything from your computer or your G drive. It just uses our G drive, but you can upload it individually from your own emails. That way it's easier for you, especially because of the next step we're going to do. And in this way, the data is more secure and we know who is uploading what, and we have everything, more organized. Another thing we're going to do is that we're going to break down individual months. So before we had current folder and we had everything there, right? And it doesn't matter which month it is, every folder is added there. That way is making things confusing from everybody, and it's like a bit confusing for me as well, and it's hard on people who are using desktop G drives, especially Echo, because it is taking like space from his computer. And since everybody using the same Gmail, it makes everything more confusing, and a lot of people having issue logging in. So we are moving from that. So what we will do is we will make folders for each month. Now we have for April, right? And we have all the folders there. So if you're working on MCS for any MCS project, you can upload it here with the MCS name and folder number and upload it there instead of here. So same thing, for example, MCS 360 316. If you're working on that, you can add the folder here and work on it. That way it will be easier for you and everybody else to work on those files if needed. And because it breaks down every month, it is easier to find as well, and also to remove from the drive in future, because we only have 2 terabytes of drive, and we already have covered around 377 GB. So it's not gonna work for very long. So we cannot upload everything in the drive. I have to download it offline and keep it somewhere safe so we don't lose on that data. But uh, but we also need it online most of the time, because someone has to do changes, so I don't have to manually upload it every time if someone needs a file. So that's why I have broken it down in a month. So every 3-4 months, after I will delete the folders and downloaded them offline, for me to have it in future in case anybody needs it. But we will leave like for example, April, May, June, July, right? When we come to July, I will delete the April folder and the May folder. That way, we have more space left in our drive, and also it's easier for everybody else because they don't have to download or see look at so many different files, and it's more organized that way. So after you receive that email, you will open it. Something like this will show up. If you view members, all the members are edited. Aisha, Echo, Faiza, Umair, Rabi, everybody is edited, right? And then you will click on this setting and get G drive for desktop. Okay, you're going to download this drive and install it. It's like 300 MB file. It works for Apple and Windows, so that's not an issue. You can download it, and then there is a something like this will pop up. This is the G Drive icon. For Mac user, it will show here, and for PC user, it will show in the corner where you have your other Wi-Fi settings and other settings available. Then you're gonna click on it, and in here it will say your own email from which you have been edited. So you can make sure which emails you got the response from. For example, I edited myself as a test, right, in ARM graphic designing, and I received that email in ARM graphic designing. When you download the G drive, please make sure you log in from your uh, email that you receive the G drive email. So that way you can have the permission to actually upload files. Okay, so you open the drive, you downloaded the desktop, you logged in through the email, you receive the notification to through the email you receive the invitation, right? And you have logged in. Then it will look something like this. You probably won't see anything here because nothing will be syncing for you because you just downloaded it. In notification, you will receive any notification about any errors or something like that, or some permission you don't have. So in here it will say your Gmail using, you can ignore because you won't be using your own Gmail space, you will be using company's Gmail space, so you don't have to worry about this thing. Then you come to the settings and you come to preferences. So your preferences will look something like this. Ignore this part, this is actually if you want to sync any of your folder here, but that's for like individuals. Since we are using a shared drive, we cannot do that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come here, and you going to select stream files. You already by default would be selected stream files, but since I'm downloading everything on my drive, that way I selected mirrors. What's the difference? If you select stream files, since you are on a shared drive link, if someone else upload a file, right, someone else work on something else and they uploaded the whole file, and you have the G drive, if you select the mirror files, it will automatically be downloaded to your drive on your computer, which you don't want to fill up your computer drive. So you will do stream files. What it will do is it will only show you the file. It will only show that there is this file that is available on the G drive, but it won't be downloading that file on your PC or Mac. So unless you want to work on that file, you can click on that file and open it, then it will download that file. So in case if you're not working on any of the project, it will only show you that there is that folder and there is a file over there, but it won't actually download that file on your drive and not use your space from your drive and fill it up and make your PC slow. So that is like the main point. So you're gonna select stream. It will only show you the file, it will not download it unless you want it to, right? So you will select it from here. Then you can click on this gear icon, and then you will see something here. So in here he's asking where you going to add all the cache, right? uh, because when you work on a file, right, and you add it to your G drive, it also adds it to your own hard drive because you're working on it, right? So it saves that somewhere. It can be online every time, and then you can work on it and then save it and have to download it again. So the files you're working on it has to be saved somewhere. So he's asking that. So I have few drives, right? I have Macintosh, I have Triadic, STD, Triadic, HDD. So I can select any of these, right? And I can select any of the folder and I can open it and it will save it there. So that way it will download everything there. So there is a siren going on. This is just a test siren. It happens every month, so I'm going to pause for a minute. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, so I was explaining about the cache system. Cache basically means like if you're working on something, it actually saves it somewhere on your drive. That is called cache. So you can change that depending on which partition or your computer you want that to be saved. This is specifically for all the designer. This is not for the content writer or the manager. So this is only for the designers because they will have to work on all the projects, right? So all the other setting will should be similar to this: original quality, upload screenshot, upload raw files, all good. You can change that to any of your drive. For PC user, it will show your partition. It will show like A, B, C, D, whatever it is, and you can select from there where you want to save all the cache. Okay, so we will come back to that, and you see like this, and now you just have to go to your Mac or PC right drive, and you can for PC user it will just create a new partition. So it will create a new partition on your my computer, and for Mac user it will show you where it will ask you where to save it, and you have to go there. For example, for me, I have saved everything on Triadic HDD because it's 12 terabyte drive. I can save everything there, right? So I go there here, and I can see, you know, everything. I can see all the files that are downloaded and all the projects, and I can work on it whenever I want to. So it automatically downloads it for me, and I can actually check it out. So for let me find it one second. Yeah, okay. So for me, it actually shows Google Drive and then shared drives, and then there is the Tradic Drive. For PC user, it will you just go to your Google Drive partition, and then just go to shared drive and Tradic Drive, right? So as you can see, there are already folders available, and you can upload and download stuff there. So as you can see, I tried some random ones to test everything, right? And for example, there is this file, right? And and you're working on it, right? You can make a new PSD, or whenever you work on it you can save it here, and it will automatically be uploaded to the drive. For example, let's just copy something random. We go to GV, we open some random project, see, and we say okay, I'm going to copy this file. You copy this file, you go to G drive, here, April, and you want to save it here, right? You paste it, and it will automatically start uploading into the drive. As you can see, it already uploading it to the drive. It's like okay, it's uploading, it's synced, and now I can also see it in the drive online. If we open it, as you can see, this is the file. So now you don't have to manually upload everything. Whenever you hit press save, it will automatically upload the file online, and also all your export data. So for example, you open that file and you say I'm going to export it as JPG, right? And you exported it here. Now if you look online, uh, it's already been uploaded there. So which is cool and easy for you guys. Now you don't have to think about uploading anything. You just do your changes and export, and it will upload itself. It will depend on your internet speed. Usually for a file that is 600 MB, depending on your internet speed, it can take from 5 minutes to 30 minutes, or maybe more. But since you're working on a project every day, you can do that. Or maybe you don't want to upload it right away, then you can come here and pause syncing. What that will do is, if you save something, it won't upload it right away unless you resume it again. So that way you can do it at the end of the day as well, depending on your choice. So and the other thing you can do is, if you come to preferences and settings, you can also adjust your download rate. So you say I'm only going to let 500 KB per second to be uploaded speed. You can also say 5000, which means 5 MB. So you can do that for upload and download. So you can set the upload rate to like 1 MB, so the 1000 KB. So it will upload 1 MB per second, and it doesn't take all your speed from your internet. So that way you can manage that. Okay, so there is that, and that way you can upload and create everything and not use your G drive. So for example, after like your drive is filling up and you're seeing there is only 30-40% drive space left, and you want to delete, previous design from your computers, what you can do is, you can right click on that folder and say available online only. What that will do is, it will delete it from your own drive and only will show it online. So it won't delete it from my PC or anyone else PC. It won't delete it from the Google Drive. it only will delete it from your own drive. That will save you a lot of space and keep your computer maintained. So that is it for now. That is how we're going to do it. Uh, I need to add one more thing for the content writer and manager. So whenever we get a new project, right? For example, let me get it on the space. So for example, we receive a new project which is uh, by station roundball, right? We receive it today. This is the folder name, and we received all the information. So what the manager Rabia going to do is she's going to come to this shared drive. She's going to the respected folder. She's going to create that folder, which is like gv 2002, sorry, 202, and then create another folder er, and then what she going to do is upload the resources on that folder. So if for example Echo is going to work on it, Echo will just go to his shared drive. It will go to Triadic, April, and just go to this folder, and everything will be available there. It's uploading right now, so it's not showing in my drive yet, but it will show soon. So it's showing now. And then what Echo can do is for example, Echo going to work on this folder, right? He can just click on it and say available offline as well. So everything will be downloaded immediately. This drive will be downloaded, all the source file will be downloaded, everything that is available will be downloaded. Then he can access it from his PC. And when the project is completed and it's been a month and his drive is filling up, he can just go click and say online only. Then it will remove all the data from his own drive from his PC and only keep it on the cloud. Okay, that way it will save space for everybody and it will make everything more organized and mainstream. So the next thing for the content writer is the same. The content writer will save the the content file, the document in this folder. So whenever someone is ready to work on it, they will have the content available in their folder as well, instead of you know uh, finding it somewhere else. They can access this from here. So that will be very good as well. I'm going to explain everything one more time because it is very complicated. So what I did was I went to the shared drive folder and I created Triadic Drive. This is more of a collaboration tool. You can invite different people who can save the files in this drive for with you, and work different people can work on it. Right now we have 8 members, so all of these members can upload. Right. Asha can see this shared drive on his G drive. Echo can see it. Faiza can see it. I can see it. Umair, Rabia, and Vakas all can see that drive, right? Uh, and now it's shared and collaborative. They can all see it, they can all use it, and they can all upload their projects there. So we are working on this month April, right? So there is an April folder and there is respected uh, client folders, right? So all the work from the April, uh, everything we are doing in April, that is in the ClickUp section, all the files will be uploaded in the April folder. And when we move to from like May, then we will upload everything in May, right? So for example, uh, we will take an example of Aisha, right? Aisha is going to work on the girl shoes, right? It is MCS 523. Aisha will come to April folder, will go here, and she will create this folder. If not Aisha, there is already be a folder but created by Rabia, because in future we're going to do that. Then Aisha will come here and upload her files there, right? So we can access it as well. So everybody can access it if needed, and I can access it when I need it. Because if someone is away or on holiday or is not available, then and we have some changes to do, then we cannot access the file and it's always hard. So this way we can always access the file and ask anybody to do the changes for anybody else, or I can take care of it. This is the goal. To add a layer to it, we also getting the desktop software for everybody. So all of you going to download the desktop folder and install it, and logged in with the email you got the notification on, invitation on, and then you will see the share drive on your desktop, and then you can work it from there. The desktop software uploads everything automatically and show you files on your desktop instead using a browser every time. Then when you work on something, for example, you working on this logo, and you save it and you export it, it will upload it itself on the drive in the cloud. You don't have to worry about that anymore. And that way it will be available for us, it will be available for anybody who wants to work on it, and then you can delete it from your own drive in future after some time when the project is finished. Then it will be better for your computer as well, because it won't take a lot of space. And in future, whenever we receive a new order, we will already make a folder there, right? For example, if we receive a new order like this, there already be a folder uploaded on the drive, and you just have to go to your home, my PC, or Finder for Macs, my computer for Windows. You will go to your shared drive, you will go to the month that is current at that time, you will go to the client name. So for example, this was from GB, right? Yeah, you go to GB and you will already have the folder there with all the resources you need, and then you can just come here. If you are working on it, just come here and change the status from available offline. Then everything will be downloaded automatically. Then you will save your PSD file here whenever you finish work and export all the JPGs or other stuff here. That will be automatically uploaded to the cloud as well. For example, the content writer will save the gdocs file here and it will be available for the uh, designer to use, and all the photography etc will be available here as well. Then you just work on it, save it, export it, and it will be automatically available in the cloud, and anybody can send it to the client or download it, work on it, whatever. So that way it will make everything very very easy for everybody. It will take a little bit time to start because it's a complicated process, but as soon as you get used to it, it will be easy. I know it's a very complicated subject and a lot of people are not familiar with the terms like cache or like how to use all the functions etc. So if they need any more guidance, let me know, I will give you that. I just don't want everybody to mess this up and not upload the files, because like Umair was uploading file in his own drive and sending me links, and I couldn't find it on the G drive that we use, and Aisha had issues logging in, so that was an issue. So in those cases, it's very difficult. And for Echo, his drives, his like computer drive was filling up, right? So he had an issue with that. And for Rabia, she couldn't access all the files that she needs to use to send to the client. So all of you guys were having those issues. So this video will fix all of that issues and make it easier for you in future and for us to work with. So please make sure you file this exact guideline and you follow it with each and every design. The content writer, the manager, and the designer all follow this format. Download the software, set it up, and work from there. So every time the source file is uploaded in the drive, so I can access it anytime I need to, because a lot of time I need to do changes and then send it towards to the client, so that is the reason. Because one of the previous design, I had to wait like 3-4 days before I could receive the source file and actually do the changes and send it to the client. So a project was delayed 3 4 4 days just for not having the source file. So these things are like very difficult to deal with and to manage all the uh, working and all the scheduling, because I will get text from the client and everything and they're asking me about it. So in this case it will be very very easy to work with. So I hope you follow all of you follow this method. You receive the email, you open it, you download the software, you set it up in your drive, and everybody works from there, and make sure everything is saved on the G drive, so it will upload itself on the cloud and I can access it. So I hope that makes sense. I hope everything is clear, and if you need any help, I can set up a call with you and go through everything one by one with you, so you can set it up in your PC. If you need any guidance, if Faiza needed, Aisha needed, Uman needed, anybody who do not have any experience can let me know. I will help you individually and set it up and explain you and answer all your question. But I really need this to get started with this, so we can actually access each other files and collaborate in real time, and can help each other and make our like sending and uploading and everything process faster. So I hope that has been helpful, and let me know if you need any other help.